Arcade!
No, I will not pay your way into my program. Hey, what's going on? It's Mac, and if you're watching this video right now, chances are you either sent me a Facebook message or sent me an email, like this guy Mark just did, which asked, Mac, could you bill me and let me pay it when I get the money in a week or two? Maybe after I get the packet. I'm not even sure what this guy's talking about. We're not sending out any packets, you know? But that's why I sent you here. Or maybe ask the question differently, like, hey Mac, if you're making so much money, why don't you loan me the money, since you have plenty of it, and I'll pay you back out of the profits that I make. And if you don't, then I guess it doesn't work like you claim it does. Let me just tell you this. Whoever coined the expression, there's no such thing as a stupid question, only a stupid answer, obviously never received stupid questions by email like Mark and you just sent me. You know, it's baffling to say the least that common sense isn't being used by people who ask me this question. You see, some people have this attachment to money and get all emotional about letting go of it, you know, to get their business started. They want to make money, but they don't want to spend any money to make it, which isn't logical at all. All right? They want something for nothing. They're what I like to call people with lottery mentalities. Think about it. What business on the face of this earth has ever been started with no money? None. Seriously, if you want to make a few $100,000, you typically got to spend a few $100,000, and in many cases, millions of dollars in order to get it. I mean, seriously, have you looked at the price of a franchise or a brick and mortar business lately? But that's not the case with the Empower Network. I've made over $400,000 in the last 8 months alone, and I didn't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get it. But these people, these McDonald's franchise owners, they did have to spend that kind of money. In fact, millions, and they still don't net $400,000 in 8 months like I did with my business with the Empower Network, which only costs $25 to get your foot in the door. I mean, with a McDonald's franchise, you're looking at spending anywhere from $118,000 all the way up to $1.9 million total as far as your total investment goes, which of course doesn't include the $45,000 franchise fee, which gives you the right to use the McDonald's name. Because I mean, that's the only reason you're paying the $45,000 for, to use their name, just so you can sell burgers under their name. I mean, you don't have to invest $2 million to flip burgers and sell french fries, but people are spending that kind of money because they want that brand name, that franchise name. And then they're letting McDonald's rape them for 12.5% royalty fees on everything they sell. Advertising's not even included. Terms of agreements, 20 years that they're locking you into that slave wage for. And then every year you got to pay another $45,000 to use that silly looking M. But on the flip side, let's take a look at the Empower Network startup. $25 a month minimum to get your foot in the door. Initial franchise fee, $0. This is not a franchise. There's no fees. You get to keep 100% of the money without Dave and Dave raping you for a percentage. Okay. Royalty fees, $0. Like I said, it's 100% commissions in your pocket. Advertising free from blogging or paid marketing for as little as a few bucks to a few $1,000 and everything in between. Totally up to you. This is a business. You need to treat it like one, and you need to advertise. But there's obviously free marketing here. Terms of agreement, unlike McDonald's, you're not going to lock you in a 20-month contract. It's a month-to-month subscription. You can cancel at any time, which most people don't because they're making a whole ton of money here. Renewal fee, only $25 a month minimum purchase for the basic membership. I think it's as clear as day. Empower Network is the winner here, especially considering I'm able to make more money than these McDonald's franchise owners who spend millions and millions of dollars. Yet I'm able to make more money than them without the huge investment and risk, without having to slave away like it's a job from Monday through Sunday, putting in 60 to 80 hours per week, without having to wait 5 to 10 years just so I can break even on my $2 million investment to flip burgers, so I can finally start making a profit selling Big Macs. Imagine having to risk all that money just to work for free for all those years before you can even see a profit. And when you do see a profit, it's still nowhere near the amount of profit I made working from home with the Empower Network, just 90 minutes a day or less in the past 8 months. And I've got to say, with the $25 a month price tag with the Empower Network, it's really a painless option to starting a traditional business. Yet this guy Mark and you are asking me to pay your way into a program for only $25 that's paid me over $400,000 in the last 8 months. You know what, I'm sorry, but some people who ask me to pay their way in just make absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Because anyone could truly afford to get started here with the Empower Network, which is why I find it baffling that some people actually don't want to put out any money. You know, they actually think they can join a program for free and make money. You know, if you join one of these free programs, where do you expect the money to come from? Do you think the money's just going to fall out of the sky? All right, money has to exchange hands for products and services. If no one buys anything because everyone like Mark and you wanted their handout, where would the money come from? And even if I were stupid enough to pay your way into this business, which again, it really is stupid because the whole point of getting into business is to make money, not to give away money. But if I were stupid enough to pay your way in, then how would you expect to make money in this business if you started referring people just like you who had their handout? Please just answer that for me, okay? Where would the money come from if everyone did what you did by asking for a handout? Am I making any sense? I know you're not, or I wouldn't have sent you to this video when he asked me such a stupid question. And by the way, if you're offended by the fact that I'm saying it was a stupid question, let me just say I'm offended by the fact that you're asking me to go in my pocket and give some total stranger money to get started in a business, when McDonald's isn't going to loan you the $2 million to get started in their business. Let's use some common sense. Because people with common sense know in this or in any business, you only make money when customers, product buyers, actually buy stuff. All right, common sense stuff, people, but it's really amazing that many people don't use common sense when they ask such silly questions. You know, this is one of my pet peeves, all right? And I get this at least a dozen times a week from people like Mark, yourself, and many others who ask me things like, hey, Mac, why don't you just pay my way in, and then when I make some money, I'll pay you back. I call these people the gimme people, okay? But you know what? That's the mentality of a thief. After all, that's what a thief does, right? They want something for nothing. I mean, why should I pay your way in? Do you walk into the grocery store, take every item you want off the shelves, throw it in the shopping cart, and then walk up to the register and ask them just to give it to you for nothing? Gimme, okay? I don't think so. You don't do that because they'd be out of business in a week if everybody who walked into that store had their hand out wanting something for nothing with the same mentality that a thief has. But I promise you, if you just use some common sense before you even ask me that question and just ask yourself, what was the reason you even responded to my website to begin with? It was to start a business and to make money. Well, how the hell is a business owner going to be able to make money with thieves constantly in their pocket expecting them to pay their way in? It makes absolutely no sense. Your question makes absolutely no sense. My reply to your question, though, makes 110% sense. And the answer is, no, I won't loan you any money. You've got me confused with a bank. You see, banks make money giving loans to people. I make money selling stuff to people. Okay, it's called commerce, and in case you're not familiar with that definition, I'll put it right here on the screen for you. Commerce, the activity of buying and selling on a large scale. Social dealings between people. Wow, what a crazy phenomenon. I think I've seen something like this at Best Buy, Walmart, and all these other big stores that I go to. People actually walk in there and spend money. Crazy concept. And don't fool yourself in thinking because it's done online that it's any different, because all you gotta do is throw the E in front of it, and it's called e-commerce. Same thing, just happening online. Online shopping, a $200 billion a year industry. Who knew? So let me just reiterate, I make money when people pull out their credit card and buy stuff from me. I don't make money giving handouts. I'm sorry, we stopped serving free lunch about an hour ago. So just in case you still didn't get the memo, let me say it again, I owe you nothing. I wasn't put on the face of this earth to give you money, okay? I wasn't put on this earth to support you. I was put on this earth to support my kids, but not you, because you're a grown adult, not a child. And I'm not your daddy, so I'm not going to pay you child support and give you $25 lunch money this week, okay? I mean, this is such common sense. If we were going on a Maury's show right now, he would say, Mac, you're not the father. And I don't know why this asshole is asking you for money. So you can put your hand away. All that gimme stuff, it's not going to happen here, because it's only $25 a month to get started. You probably spend more than that every week drinking this shit, or poisoning yourself drinking this shit, or smoking this shit. And if you can honestly tell me with a straight face that spending $25 is going to cause you this much pain and frustration, then honestly all I can tell you to do is get a job. You can go over to monster.com, look for one, because a job, not a business, is something that you obviously are in need of. And I gotta tell you, I'm confused as hell, because when you responded to my ad, it wasn't a job ad, it was an ad for a business, alright? It was an ad for a business, not a job. And I'm not sure why you even replied to my ad and went to my website, because I'm not hiring. Okay, there's no other reason for me to pay you money like $25 to get started unless it was a job. And this isn't a job. alright? And if you do have the $25 to get started and you still want me to pay your way in, shame on you. I mean, seriously, if you've got the $25 and you're scared to risk 25 lousy dollars on a profitable business that's paid out over $20 million to 90,000 affiliates in their first year alone, then you know what? Stick with the job if you feel a job is less risky and more secure than starting a business. But just keep in mind what my buddy Dwight Eisenhower once said about people who want security. If you want security, go to prison. In there you're fed, clothed, given medical care and so on, but the only thing lacking is freedom. So if you think $25 on a business is risky and you want to play it safe and stick with your secure job, then good luck to you. But if you agree after watching this video that your question probably wasn't the best question to ask me and is about as common sense as 2 + 2 = 5, then go ahead and click the button below right now. Get started with me in the Empower Network with your own money, of course, today. This is Mac, and while I won't give you a handout, I'll definitely give you a hand up so you too can reach the top.